crispy and creamy corn fritters, or as we like to call them back home, Sorullitos. This is an A+ appetizer for any occasion. Let me show you how I make mine. Welcome to my workshop. So the story goes that these amazing fritters originated in Puerto Rico. At times they are stuffed with cheese, sometimes they're sweet, or sometimes they're savory. If you like hush puppies, you are gonna love these Sorullitos. Usually the recipe is water, milk, butter, sugar, and cornmeal. Then you need to cook that dough, roll it, and fry it. My recipe is quite different, but I promise you, this will be the best Sorullitos you have ever tasted. Let's get started. First, let's get the ear of the corn ready by placing it in the microwave for 4 minutes. Once the 4 minutes are over, take it out of the microwave and squeeze the corn out of the husk. Let cool it off a bit, not like I did. It was pretty hot. With a knife, cut all the kernel off the cob, and with a spoon, try to get all the liquid you can. Place everything in a bowl, then pour 1 3/4 cups of coconut milk into a blender, then add the corn. Blend for about 3 minutes. After that, strain it, pour it in a sauce pot with the coconut oil and sugar. Bring it to a boil. Once you have boiled for about a minute, turn off the heat and let it cool off a bit. Let me tell you some of the differences of my recipe. I'm using fresh corn and coconut milk like you have seen. They're gonna give me some amazing creamy consistency on this Sorullitos, but the best thing is gonna give me some fresh corn flavor. So they're not gonna taste like just cornmeal. They're gonna have that fresh corn flavor behind it. The biggest difference though is that I'm using cooked cornmeal like this one. This is a great brand. There's Goya makes them too, and I think they call them masarepa. But you can find this in your local market or probably Amazon or Walmart.com. So we're gonna get the pre-cooked cornmeal, salt, and the granulated garlic in a bowl. Then we're gonna add the coconut milk that we strained with the sugar and the coconut oil and mix it with the dry ingredients. Remember, the coconut milk needs to be hot, not boiling hot, but it needs to be hot. So once we add it to the dry ingredients, we're gonna mix with a wooden spoon until everything has incorporated. Then we're gonna let it rest for about 30 minutes because we're waiting for the cornmeal to absorb all the liquid and become a nice soft dough. Once the 30 minutes have gone by, dust a little cornmeal to your board and knead the dough for about 30 seconds to a minute until it becomes nice and smooth. Now let's roll our Sorullitos. So grab a small amount of the dough and roll it tightly in the palm of your hands and make a ball. Make sure it's nice and tight because you don't want any cracks on them. And then roll in the board until you make a nice stick or Sorullito. You can also stuff them with cheese by simply making the ball and then patting it down, make a little incision, put your cheese in it, and continue rolling. You can get very creative in this process. You can stuff them with whatever you want. I usually like to make round ones and stuff them with ground beef or cheese. I understand there's people that are very passionate about recipes. Some of them are purists and they don't like to do anything different. I like to do my recipes and I like to create. That's what I've been doing all my professional life. So on this recipe, I tried it many times and I think I perfected it to this point. It's one of the best Sorullitos you can probably put in your mouth, and I sincerely hope you try it. Please follow me in TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I will see you next time. God bless. Ciao.